Hi, I'm Aaron from Columbia. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install your mud pump repair kit. For your pump repair, you'll need a crescent wrench, an imperial Allen key set, a 3/8 nut driver, a 1/4 inch nut driver, and the parts from your pump repair kit. So you start by taking your pump leg off. Now that you've removed the pump leg, undo your pump clamps. You can remove the head. Inside you can see the piston shaft and the body. Remove the quick release pin. You can pull the piston shaft from the head. Using the 3/16 Allen key, loosen the 2 screws holding the piston shaft slider. Pull it out. Inside, you'll see your U-cup. Pull that out. Inside that is another O-ring. If this is gone, you'll have mud leaking out of the head. Take your new U-cup and O-ring, place the O-ring facing down, and into the pump head. Take the piston shaft holder, place it back in, and tighten down your screws. That completes the head repair. On the piston shaft, we're going to replace the plunger cup and your wafer washer. For this, you're going to need to put this in a vise because this bolt is very tight. To protect the piston shaft from getting damaged, place it in the vise with a cloth. Remove the bolt holding the plunger inside. Inside there's a weight washer. Take that off. Your bolt will slide through. It has a protective washer on it. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to put all this stuff back together. Take the old ones, discard them. How you put it back together, you take your bolt with washer, the aluminum backing plate has a bit of a cup in it. You want the cupped side facing outwards towards the head of the bolt. So it would be cupped inwards like this. Take your piston cup, place it on top of the aluminum backing washer, line your holes up, take the other aluminum washer with the locator pin inside, place it in the lined up holes. The locator pin keeps everything in line so it doesn't turn. Take the center bushing with the thin side, put it in through the aluminum washers. Should place in like that. Take your new wafer washer with the lines facing upwards. Place it in, and then your weighted washer goes on top. Now we're ready to put this back onto the piston shaft. We'll go back over to the vise. Now we're ready to tighten it back up onto the piston shaft. Make sure you hold the washer so it doesn't fall out. Place it back in place, tighten it down, make sure it's nice and tight. Give it a good tighten. Good, we're ready to go. To finish the pump repair, we're going to change the washer on the bottom of the pump and the screen. Using a 5/32 Allen key, remove the 3 screws that hold the pump foot on. Once you have the pump foot off, we're going to change this washer out and this screen. Hold the screw with your pliers. On the other side, use your nut driver. To push your old screen out, pull up the washer, use a flathead screwdriver, and pop it out. Then, once again, use the pliers and the nut driver to remove the nut that was underneath the screen. Remove the screw, remove the washer, place the new one. It has these green lines on it, have them facing upwards. Take the screw and washer, place them back in, replace the nut, place your new screen in place. You do that, you push it in, form it into place. Take your nut, lock it in place. Now we're ready to put the pump back together. When replacing the foot valve on the pump body, it needs to line up properly. There's a higher edge and a lower edge on the pump foot valve, and on the ring on the body, there's a slot where the head fits into. You want to line the higher edge up with that slot. Just like so. Put your screws back in loosely. Once they're all in, tighten them down. Okay. Now we're ready to put the shaft back through the head. Take your piston shaft, put it back through the center of the head. Once that's done, take your locking pin, put it back into the piston shaft. Place the piston shaft inside the body. The side where the gooseneck and the box filler goes in lines up with the slot on the ring. Attach your clamps. This will be very tight to start, so you can spray it with some lubricant to loosen it up. Now that you've changed your O-rings, it will be quite tight. Spray it down with a little lubrication. Once you've sprayed it down, it will run a lot smoother. Now we're ready to put the leg back on and complete the pump repair. Take the bolt with the backing washer. Put it on by hand. Take the other one. Tighten them down, but don't tighten them all the way. Just give them a little bit of a snug fit. Once it's snug, you want to line up, make sure that the pump body is in line with the pump leg. Okay, the best way to tighten the leg down is to stand it up. Make sure that the back of the leg is lined up with the body. You don't have it offset. Make sure it's nice and lined up. Tighten these nuts down nice and tight. Now you're ready to pump. With each pump kit, you also get an O-ring for your box filler and another rubber gasket for your gooseneck or box filler. Thank you for watching today's repair video. For more instructional videos, please go to columbiatools.com.